Lesson 1: Understanding Plateaus. Hey everyone! Let's talk about something super crucial on the path to mastery, the dreaded plateau. We all dream of that perfect straight-line trajectory to success, right? A smooth, steady climb to the top? But reality? Reality is rarely that simple. You start with that initial burst of progress. It's exhilarating. You feel unstoppable. You're learning faster than you ever thought possible. You're motivated, on fire, ready to conquer the world. But then, bam, plateau hits. You're putting in the same amount of effort, maybe even more, but the progress, it stops. It stalls. And that, my friends, is incredibly frustrating. You might think, what am I doing wrong? Is this even worth it? And that's precisely where most people give up. They expect a smooth, steady climb. They're expecting linear growth, a constant upward trajectory. But here's the secret: that plateau isn't failure. It's a necessary stage. It's like a loading screen in a video game. You're still making progress, just not visibly. You're building a foundation, strengthening your skills behind the scenes, getting ready for the next leap. Think about weight loss. You might drop 4 pounds the first week, feel amazing, but then nothing. You're maintaining, maybe even gaining a pound or 2 back. That's the plateau. Or consider a plant's growth. There are periods of rapid growth, then it seems to stop for a while. It's not dead, it's consolidating its energy for the next growth spurt. The reality is, mastery is rarely linear. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, often followed by a long, flat stretch on a plateau. And get this, a whopping 95% of your journey to mastery will be spent navigating these plateaus. It's a slow, bumpy road. But the destination? Oh, it's worth it. But in today's instant gratification culture, that kind of patience is a rare gem. This brings us to our next point. Lesson 2: Everyone wants a quick fix. Hey everyone, let's talk about something that sabotages more people than plateaus: the relentless pursuit of the quick fix. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Instant coffee, instant noodles, instant results, everything must be fast. But society bombards us with messages promising shortcuts. Lose 10 pounds in a week. Become a millionaire overnight. Master a new language in just 30 days. These promises prey on our impatience, our desire for instant results. We crave the magic bullet, the easy way out. We want the magic tea that melts away the fat instead of the hard work of exercise and healthy eating. But here's the harsh truth: there are no shortcuts to mastery. There's no magic pill, no secret hack, no get-rich-quick scheme that will bypass the hard work, the dedication, the inevitable plateaus. Want to learn a new language? You'll need consistent practice, even when you feel like you're not making progress. Want to write a best-selling novel? You'll need to write every day, even when the words feel clunky and the story feels messy. Want to finally master your finances? Consistent budgeting, planning, and monitoring is key. Path to mastery is paved with consistent effort, with dedicated practice, even and especially when you don't see immediate results. This isn't about always moving forward, it's about how you handle those inevitable plateaus. George Leonard, the author of Mastery, emphasizes this. He advocates for practice for the sake of practice. Develop muscle memory. Program that skill into your autopilot. Make it second nature. Mastery is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about perseverance, about embracing the process, even when it's slow and challenging. It's about building that unwavering commitment, that unbreakable habit. 'Cause it's in those seemingly stagnant moments, on those frustrating plateaus, that true mastery takes root. And that brings us to our next important point. Lesson 3: 3 personality types. Hey everyone! We've talked about plateaus and the dangers of chasing quick fixes. Now let's talk about how we typically react to those inevitable challenges. 'Cause believe it or not, our response to plateaus often says more about us than it does about the skill itself. In fact, there are 3 main personality types that pretty much sum up how people typically respond to challenges. First, there's the Dabbler. The dabbler loves starting new things. They're energized by the initial excitement and that first taste of success. They jump in headfirst, full of enthusiasm, and they see immediate results. They're thrilled. But the minute a plateau hits, poof, their interest fades. The thrill is gone. They lose motivation, start skipping sessions, and soon enough they're off to the next shiny object, leaving a trail of unfinished projects in their wake. They're all about the thrill of the new, but lack the patience for sustained effort. Then there's the obsessive. This individual is laser-focused on results, no matter the cost. They'll sacrifice sleep, relationships, and even their health in their relentless pursuit of mastery. Plateaus are their enemy. When they hit a plateau, they don't just double their efforts, they quadruple them. They'll burn the candle at both ends, pushing themselves past their limits. This intense drive can lead to some early success, but eventually burnout is inevitable. Their relentless pursuit of perfection ultimately becomes self-destructive. Finally, there's the hacker. The hacker isn't necessarily lazy, but they're perfectly content to stay within their comfort zone. They might make some initial progress, but once they hit a plateau, they're perfectly happy to just cruise along. They've achieved a level of proficiency that satisfies them, and they're not driven to push for more. They're not obsessed with the next level, often settling for good enough. Which one are you? Don't worry, it's not about assigning blame. It's about self-awareness. Recognizing your tendencies can help you anticipate challenges, develop strategies to overcome them, and ultimately achieve true mastery. This self-awareness is essential for navigating the unpredictable path to skill development. And that brings us to an even deeper obstacle. Lesson 4: Understanding Homeostasis. Hey everyone! We've explored different personality types and how they approach challenges. But there's a deeper, more fundamental force at play that can derail even the most determined individual: homeostasis. What is homeostasis? It's your body and mind's innate resistance to change. It's a powerful, often subconscious force that strives to maintain the status quo. Even if that status quo is unhealthy or undesirable, think of it as your system's default setting, the familiar comfort zone. It's not necessarily malicious. It's simply trying to maintain balance and stability. But this can be a huge problem when you're trying to change ingrained habits or break free from unhelpful patterns. Let's look at an example: a family with an alcoholic father. When he's drinking, chaos reigns. It's the norm. Then he decides to quit. You might think the family will instantly become happy and harmonious. But often something else happens. Another family member might start exhibiting problematic behavior, creating a new source of conflict. Why? Homeostasis is at work. The system is trying to return to its familiar state of imbalance, its default setting of chaos. It's desperately seeking to maintain the balance, even if that balance is dysfunctional. This applies to individual habits, too. Your body resists exercise after years of inactivity. You might feel aches, fatigue, or even a sense of panic. That's homeostasis signaling resistance to change. Your friends might resist your new frugal lifestyle, offering tempting invitations to expensive outings or criticizing your choices. That's homeostasis at the social level, your environment pushing back against your efforts to change. Subtle, insidious, and incredibly effective. So, how do you overcome this powerful force? How do you break free from homeostasis's grip and forge a new, healthier path? We'll explore that in the next section. Lesson 5: 3 Ways to Deal with Homeostasis. Hey everyone! We've uncovered the powerful, often unseen force of homeostasis, your system's resistance to change. But understanding the problem is only half the battle. The good news is that you can overcome this resistance. Here are 3 key strategies to help you break free from homeostasis's grip and create lasting change. First, recognize the resistance. Homeostasis manifests in many ways. It's not always obvious. Could be physical, that nagging headache you get when you try to start exercising, that sudden fatigue that hits when you're trying to change your diet. Or it could be mental, those self-doubting thoughts that creep in when you attempt to learn a new skill, the anxieties that surface when you step outside of your comfort zone. Or it could be social friends who subtly, or not so subtly, try to derail your efforts, family members who criticize your choices, or an environment that doesn't support your goals. Become acutely aware of these signals. Pay attention to your body, your mind, and your social interactions. Observe where the resistance emerges. Second, negotiate with the resistance. When you encounter resistance, don't simply back down. This isn't about fighting against homeostasis, it's about working with it. Acknowledge the resistance, understand where it's coming from, and find ways to compromise. Perhaps you can't exercise for an hour every day, but you can start with 15 minutes. Maybe you can't completely eliminate junk food from your diet, but you can reduce your intake gradually. This is about finding a sustainable path, not a radical, overnight transformation that's likely to fail. Listen to your body and your mind, they're sending you important information. Adjust your approach accordingly, but don't give up. Third, build a support system. Surrounding yourself with people who understand your journey is crucial. Find mentors, friends, family members, or online communities who share your goals or have faced similar challenges. These people can offer advice, share their experiences, and provide encouragement when you need it most. Having a support system can make all the difference, especially during those moments when homeostasis tries to pull you back into old, familiar, and potentially unhealthy habits. These 3 strategies, recognizing, negotiating, and building support, will help you navigate the inherent resistance to change. And remember, overcoming homeostasis is not a destination, it's an ongoing process. Now let's move on to explore Lesson 6, 10 Challenges Along the Path to Mastery. Hey everyone! We've discussed homeostasis and how to navigate its resistance. But even with the best strategies, the path to mastery is rarely smooth. You'll encounter challenges that test your resolve, your patience, and your commitment. Let's explore 10 common obstacles that stand in the way of achieving true mastery. 1. Inconsistency. Consistency is key, but blind consistency can be just as detrimental as inconsistency. Make sure you're consistently improving, not just consistently doing the same thing. Analyze your progress, adjust your strategy, and refine your approach. Don't just keep repeating the same mistakes. 2. Poor instruction. A bad teacher or a poorly designed course can severely hamper your progress. Be discerning about where you learn from. Seek out high-quality resources and mentors. 3. Conflicting ways of life. Balancing multiple responsibilities can make it incredibly difficult to dedicate the time and energy required for mastery. Prioritize ruthlessly. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. For perfectionism, striving for perfection can be paralyzing. Embrace imperfection. It's a crucial part of the learning process. Focus on progress, not perfection. 5. Injuries. Physical. If your path to mastery involves physical activity, prioritize injury prevention. Listen to your body. Don't push yourself beyond your limits. 6. Vanity. Focusing too much on how you appear to others can hinder your willingness to take risks, experiment, and make mistakes, all essential elements of learning. 7. Over-competitiveness. Healthy competition can be motivating, but an unhealthy obsession with winning can overshadow the learning process. Focus on self-improvement, not just beating others. 8. Obsessive goal orientation. Keep your eye on the prize, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. Break down your goals into smaller, more manageable steps, celebrating your progress along the way. 9. Prizes and medals. External rewards. External rewards can be motivating in the short term but rarely lead to lasting improvement. Find your intrinsic motivation, the joy of the process itself. 10. Don't be too serious. Remember to enjoy the process. Find ways to make your path to mastery fun and engaging, reducing stress and improving your overall experience. These 10 challenges represent common obstacles, but understanding them is the first step toward overcoming them. Now let's delve into Lessons 7 and 8, Loving the Plateau and Consistency Despite No Recognition. Hey everyone! We've covered a lot of ground, from homeostasis to the 10 common challenges on the path to mastery. But there are two final crucial mindsets that will significantly impact your success: embracing the plateau and finding joy in the process. We're constantly told to value the destination, the end result, the prize. We're conditioned to focus on the goal, to rush through the in-between moments, to see everything as a stepping stone to something better. But the plateau is part of that journey. It's not a failure. It's a period of consolidation, of strengthening your foundation, of building muscle memory. Learning to find joy in these moments, even the seemingly unproductive ones, is crucial for long-term success. Think about it. How often do we rush through our daily routines? We hurry to get dressed, rush through breakfast, rush to work, seeing these tasks as mere inconveniences, a means to an end. But what if we changed our perspective? What if we found joy and purpose in these seemingly mundane moments? This is the mindset needed to embrace plateaus. This is mindful living. This is the journey. This brings us to our final point, a story that profoundly impacted my perspective on mastery: my father. He was a master in his field, incredibly skilled and dedicated, yet he never received the widespread recognition he deserved. He didn't achieve the fame or accolades that he might have wanted, but he found deep satisfaction in his work. He loved the process. He found joy in the challenges, not just the eventual outcome. In the end, his legacy wasn't about fame or fortune. It was about his unwavering commitment, his deep passion for his work, and the profound example he set for me and for others. It was his love for the process of mastery. He worked intently, not for the accolades, but for the simple pleasure of what he was doing. This is the key: to love the plateau, to find joy in the journey, to focus on the process, and to let go of the need for external validation. True mastery isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about the transformation you undergo along the way. This is the ultimate lesson. That's it for today, everyone. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the true nature of the mastery graph to overcoming the powerful force of homeostasis, and recognizing the common pitfalls on the path to mastery. Remember, mastering any skill, whether it's budgeting, baking sourdough bread, or learning a new language, is a journey, not a race. It's about embracing the process, handling the inevitable plateaus, and choosing your approach wisely. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What skills are you working on mastering right now? What challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I read and respond to every single one. And if you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to stay updated on our channel's latest content on frugal living, self-improvement, and achieving your goals. Don't forget to share this video with someone who might find it inspiring. Sharing is caring. Let's build a supportive community of people committed to making meaningful progress in their lives on their own terms and without breaking the bank. Drop your comments below and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more videos on frugal living and achieving your dreams. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got this.